I walked up to my wife in a Holiday Inn lounge in 1993 and said, I'm going to get you pregnant and marry you. She said, you're an idiot. And 3 months later, she was pregnant. We got married. Now, I don't recommend that kind of courtship. It comes with a lot of heartache. But we didn't know each other. You know, I didn't know what it was like to live with a woman for any length of time. You know, you ever walk up on a cat and it goes... 5 to 7 days out of the month, that happens at my house, and we don't have a cat. But I sympathize after 17 years of marriage or watching it. If I had a spot on my body that just bled for no apparent reason, and I had to carry around a wound kit, some gauze pads, and Neosporin, and doctor myself, I might be pissy too. You know? I feel dirty. Sitting in a Chili's trying to order. I'm bleeding. Get me a tea. I'll be back. I wouldn't make it as a woman. It'd take 2 weeks, and I'd just sew my shut. Gone. Zero. Be gone. I'd just be a good helper. I could help you load a toolbox or make you some biscuits. But you'd have to cuddle with the dog. Physically, we're not the same. Not after 17 years, but you know what? I didn't plan on that. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think we'd change. I didn't know that at some point our relationship would truly be about love and companionship. And it will be someday. Because we're going to get so disgusted to one another, naked, that we're just going to look at each other and go, you want to just get dressed and go eat something? I'll see you at the car. You know, but while we're still somewhat attractive to one another, I'd like to do it a little more often. And my wife will say things to me like, well, I wanted to do it the other night. You didn't. Where was I at? When? When my foot touched your foot. What? When your foot touched my foot, was my foot supposed to tap my wiener on the shoulder? In the bed in them pawpaw pajamas, you look like a boy, you look like a damn boy. I can't get excited when you look like a boy. She has a pouch. After 3 kids, you have a pouch. You know what I know about that pouch? You can't grab it. And it's hard not to do in cold weather, isn't it, boys? You get in the bed with your wife and reach around there. Oh, it's hard not to reach around there and grab that pouch, but when you do, just know, you know. It's like when you grab a woman's pouch, it's like saying, hey, fatty. What's up there, fat stuff? Why don't you run in the kitchen and get you a Pop-Tart there, fatty? Women hate that. That is a no-sex penalty right there. Grabbing a pouch, 12-yard walk to the guest room. No sex, 4th down. You can't even put your arm above her pouch because her boobs are down there now. Your best bet is just throw your arm around her shoulder and pat it. God bless you. Good night. I love you. See you in the morning. Love you. See you in the morning. You know? And there's sex penalty. You know, a woman can hold sex from a man, you know? You ain't getting any. We don't have that ability. You know, we can't get pissed off and go, well, I hope you don't mind your vagina being empty for a while. That does nothing but evoke laughter. And how long do you think it'd last, even if we did say it? Hope you don't mind your vagina being empty for a while. All she'd have to do is go, yeah? What do you think about those? Well, hell, I guess we can hold off on that rule for just a little while. We don't have that chip. There's got to be compromise in the marriage. You know? There's always temptation. That's going to be with you everywhere. But if you got compromise, you can withstand it. If you don't, you'll run off and just your whole life up. You will. Some people don't know any better, but temptation goes all the way back to when we were kids. Remember when you were little? Mama would take you to the ice cream store and get you a plain cone with 1 scoop of vanilla. Remember how happy you were? I love vanilla. Thanks, Mama. I just love the way kids move around. I love that. I wish we all still did that, you know, get a coffee. You know, look at my shoes, they made me run fast. You're standing there with your little plain cone with a little single scoop of vanilla, and another kid passes you with a big old double scoop of chocolate, and Oreos drizzled all over it. What the hell? I want some of that. And that's like marriage. After a while, you're walking with your little single scoop of vanilla that in the beginning you were real happy with. And another guy passes you with a big old double scoop of chocolate. 2 M&Ms placed perfect. What the hell? I want some of that. And what you don't understand is underneath that double scoop of chocolate's a sour old walnut that'll give you food poisoning. And might put a wart on your pepper.